Hello and welcome to this Ferris State University Bulldog football preview. I'm the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Bentley, alongside Sandy Gholston, as the nation's #1 ranked Bulldogs get ready for homecoming this Saturday at 3 p.m. kickoff as the Bulldogs take on Rio Grande from the state of Ohio here in a non-conference matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. Anytime you get a chance to be at home for homecoming, it's a special day. It's a special few days, really. And in some cases, it's a special week. And, you know, we're going to look forward to having a lot of alumni that are going to be back on campus. There are going to be reunions. There are going to be all kinds of things going on. And, of course, the feature event, as always with homecoming, is going to be the football game. And so we're definitely excited about having this game. It's a non-conference contest. Rio Grande coming to town. So we're looking forward to that game and what should be a great atmosphere.
First ever series matchup. The Bulldogs will be a heavy favorite going into this game, but you still have to focus in, lock in, and get ready to play the football game.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. I mean, it's a big focus is going to be taking care of the little things that you need to do to be successful, and you're kind of playing against yourself as much as you're playing against an opponent. And so the Bulldogs try to play to a standard, and that standard has helped them to be very successful. And so that's going to be the focus, especially coming off of a really tough game against Tiffin in non-conference action, and knowing there's a bye week coming up and then conference play after that. You definitely want to be as sharp as possible going into a bye.
The Bulldogs come in at 3-0 on the year, and obviously the Red Storm come in at 0-2. They haven't played in a couple weeks. The Bulldogs don't know a whole lot about them, but it'll be interesting to see this matchup here on the field.
Yeah, there's the unknown for sure. When you're playing against a team that is restarting its program after so many years, so many decades of not having one, then you don't have a whole lot of film on them. But at the same time, again, it comes back to the Bulldogs really playing to their standard and working on executing the little things and being as fundamental as possible. And so I think that's a huge focus for the Bulldogs, again, going into a bye week.
Of course, the bye week next week, and then the Bulldogs will gear up to start GLIAC play on October 4th at Roosevelt, this being the final test before the start of conference action.
Yeah, I mean, and again, just an opportunity to tighten some things up, and we know what a grind the GLIAC is, and so you got to be ready to hit the ground running. You got to be ready to be as sharp as possible. And so the Bulldogs have had some really good tests so far in its pre-conference schedule, and they're looking forward to, again, sharpening some things up, getting some guys out there, getting some reps, and having people just be as sharp as possible. And so this is a great opportunity for the Bulldogs to build on what happened last week and really take that momentum into the bye week.
Of course, tailgating begins at 11 a.m. on Saturday. A busy homecoming weekend with Bulldog volleyball, soccer, and football all at home. 6 events taking place over the course of the weekend, and looking forward to what should be a great crowd, a lot of alumni, supporters, family, and friends back on campus this weekend.
Well, you know, obviously football is the one game that I think a lot of people tend to look forward to with homecoming, but I think it's great to have our volleyball team is going to be at home for the first time this season, so that's going to be exciting. Soccer is going to be at home, and so we're really excited about having those 3 teams really be headliners, if you want to say, for homecoming. And so it's going to be an exciting weekend and a lot for, you know, fans of athletics. So you're going to have a lot to really experience this weekend, not to mention everything that's going on with homecoming, the parade, reunions, tailgate, all kinds of stuff going on. So just going to be a festive weekend for Ferris State.
Pre-game coverage starts at 1 p.m. on Sunny 97.3 of the Bulldogs Sports Network with online coverage at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. We'll have the video coverage as well on pay-per-view via Flow College and Flow Sports. Kickoff 3 p.m. on Saturday. It's homecoming for the Bulldogs as they take on the Red Storm.